Hello, welcome to another episode of Colin's Customs Garage. We're going to get back to work on the F100, old Crown Vic frame swap. Trying to get the cab level today, so on and so forth. I was going to have the video of what I had to go through to get this cab set to a certain point. And that was going to be time-lapse, chopped up, all kinds of weird mess. So you'll miss some stuff, but it'll come back to it. You'll see what we did, so on and so forth. So without further ado, let's get on with the episode. All right, we're going to take this cab, try to put it on this. I got my dad and my stepbrother here today, and we're going to try this. I don't know how it's going to work, but this is going to be time-lapse too, so have fun watching. This is going to be interesting. You may have to get inside it once we get up here and actually lift up on the center. That's how I picked it up earlier, was I was just driving around.
How y'all doing? Yeah, my name's Colt Ford. I got my boy Brantley Gilbert in here with me. We just some country boys from Georgia. We're gonna do a little something about the dirt roads that we come from. I'm gonna rap a little bit. You feel like singing?
Yeah, brother.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm chilling on the dirt road, laying back, swerving like I'm George Jones. Smoke blowing out the window, and I still be sitting in the console.
All right, guys, the video messed up on me during the time lapse. I think my phone got hot or whatever and shut off. I'm not sure. Sorry, but that's why I added the pictures after this. Show you where we got to, how we got it sitting down. It's extremely raked in the front end, but as this video goes along, you'll see what I did to take that rake out. Still got a little ways to go, but the video does go into a little more detail about how I got to where I got, and you get to see the things I did and this, that, and the other. So once again, sorry about the video, but enjoy the rest. All right, welcome back to Colin's Customs Garage. All right, now it's been a moment since I put up a video, but my goal for today is get the cab level. But first off, before I can even worry about trying to do that, I have to cut what I need out of this piece, that's right here, to fit behind it, so I can lower this thing down onto it and go from there and get this thing how I want it and all other kinds of mess. So when I get this thing matched up the very best I can, I'm going to probably have to put some type of metal in there to essentially butt weld it together, so it'll be nice and tight, because when I was cutting it off, I didn't cut the straightest. I should have cut a little bit differently, but I didn't. So yeah, you live and learn, and I know what I'm going to do next time I build one of these. So with that being said, I'm going to get to work. Probably not going to be a whole lot of time lapse. So yeah, I'll come back and give y'all an update as soon as I have one. So y'all stay tuned, and I'll be back as soon as I can. All right, welcome back. I have found out when metal is moving and all around and you're trying to cut, I am not the greatest person to cut a straight line, especially with a sawzall, which I don't think a sawzall is meant to cut a straight line, but usually I'm pretty decent with it. This one I was good until I got to like one part and it went up and over and it all jacked up. I'll show you. All right, as you can tell, it's sort of straight, a little bumble right there. That ain't nothing. Going, and it was like it hit a high note on the music sheet. It just decided to keep on rolling. Then I was able to get it back down about the same as that side over there. And as you can tell by looking at this, that one to that one, it's not the straightest either. So I'm going to have a little bit of issue making it all back up. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get the back of this cab to where the ears are not touching the frame at all. Then I'm going to take the piece I just cut and I'm going to set it in place and like made it up the best I can and try to put something on it. If I could find my miracle clips, I would use them, but I don't know where they're at. So I'm going to made it up the best I can to the floorboard that's still attached to the Crown Vic. And then I'm going to mark the ears for the cab for trimming, and I'm going to bring it down an inch to an inch and a half on each side, and then I'm going to take little by little by little out. That way I can get this thing down, because I have a magnetic level that I'm going to put on the frame of the actual cab, because I already checked the car. The frame on the car is level. I don't know how it's level because it is ground, but it's level. So I'm thinking the suspension's actually doing its job and keeping it level like it's supposed to be, which is awesome. So I got it to where I can bring that down slowly, get it level, and once I get it level, I can mark what needs to come out of this piece, make another cut on this floorboard piece, made it up like it's supposed to be. Or if it's close, being that the bed is actually going to cover that back piece, I may just make a piece that slants in and is welded to the cab, so I don't have to worry about having to cut this again and all that mess, because it will be hidden by the bed when I'm done. So if it's not a lot, I'm just going to hide it for the bed. I'm not too worried about that part. So with that being said, I'm going to get to work. Like I said, I'm going to get this thing in the air a little bit more. I'm going to mark it. I'm going to cut it. I'm probably going to use tape to mark it, so when I go with the grinder, since I'm a lot steadier with the grinder with the cutoff wheel, I'll cut this sucker down, and so on and so forth, and keep on rocking with it. So I'll give y'all an update as soon as I can, and until then, stay tuned. All right, welcome back. As you can tell, I had to notch out quite a flipping bit over here. I'm still off. Like, this side is a little higher than this side. That's why you see the metal and the piece of wood holding in over there. Now I'm sitting at the same height on the front, left and right. The issue I'm running into right now is I've got that side about level, where the door frame, the bottom of the door frame is, and this side, which I'll show you, this side is off. I'm not exactly sure why, because the cut over there and the cut over here is exactly 4 inches right there and right there. I'm thinking about taking some more off just because I can. I'll show you this side, which now the stupid thing's not wanting to rest, is a little off as well, but it's closer to being level than the other side. So I'm not exactly sure what is all going on, but if you actually look at the car, the metal that's on the car, it's level as can be. So I'm not exactly sure. It could be the way that I have this thing positioned is what's throwing me off. So what I think I'm going to end up doing is taking that piece all the way out and setting it on the frame and seeing where my level's at. But if you walk to the other side, you don't mind the mess, guys, because it's a work in progress. Go to the other side and you put this sucker here. Even this side is a little off to the right. So I was expecting a little bit of play, but didn't get it. It's still off, so I got to figure out why. And you see back here, I mean, that to the frame is the same gap as over there to the frame. So the cab corners are at the right length. That mess, I don't understand why it's still not right. So with all that being said, I gotta do some more cuts, things like that, get this cab sitting down where it's supposed to be. Like I said, with those spacers in the front, I'm perfect. I mean, it's the front end is level. The only thing that's not level right now, and I think I've got it sitting cattywamped in a corner, is because of, I believe it's how this metal piece is sitting. Now I'm going to try to pull that out and see where I'm sitting at that point, see if I'm actually like dead on. Should be dead on if I pull that out, because I think the metal might be different on each end. Might have got heat in it while I was cutting it, might have warped it, might have done whatever the hell metal does. And if that's the case, then I'll figure out some way, shape, or form to make this piece work for the way I need it to work. So, with all that being said, thank you for watching this episode. It's going to do it for this one. I'm steadily plucking away at this thing, getting it going. It's looking more and more like a truck every day. So stay tuned, and you'll hopefully see this truck come to life. And we'll see how it goes. I got a lot of people that want to ride in it. But one person said, I want to be the first one you ride in it. Ain't going to happen. That's the wife's seat for a reason. She wants to ride in it first, and she's going to ride in it first. Even my kids ain't going to get in the seat first before her. So, with all that being said, thank you for watching. If you don't mind, hit that subscribe, like, comment button. Don't cost you anything to do it. It helps me out. So, with that being said, thank you for watching Colin's Customs Garage. And I'll catch you next time.